What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming back to the simulator here through the camera lens. Channel is Turbo Talon Golf. Welcome back. Got a lot going on here. First of all, I got my Hosel Rocket Golf shirt in the mail today, and here it is. You can get those on Amazon. I will link it below. Nice fitting t-shirt. I like it. Temperature in the old simulator today, it's cooling down a little. It's 78 degrees in here today. In other news, I thought I fixed my button box. There was a shorted button for heat map. It was constantly spamming the Y button because the Y button is the keyboard button for heat map. But when I swapped this button out with a button that wasn't shorted, it's still spamming the Y button. So I think there's something wrong with the little circuit card that's in here. It's quite unfortunate because this thing's super nice. I'll get a hold of Caddie and see if they'll help me out. Another thing I wanted to chat briefly about. My buddies and I talk about golf quite a bit at work, a lot. And we have all different levels of ability and handicap there. There's young guys, there's old guys, there's me guys. And sometimes you'll hear, I keyed in on a guy that was talking about how long he had been playing golf and he wasn't really feeling like he was making any progress. And I said, well, you know, I don't play with you very often. How often do you play? And he said, I play, you know, once a week or 3 times a month or whenever I can get out. And I said, how many years have you been playing golf? And he said, about 12 years. And I proceeded to ask him some other questions, and I didn't really get into it with him. I wasn't trying to act like a life coach or anything, but based on what he was saying, I gleaned that he only played a couple of times a month, maybe 3, maybe 4 on a good month. He didn't play at all in the off season. He didn't swing into a net. And I don't know if that's because he doesn't have the ability or whatever that is. He didn't want to pay the subscription to go to one of the simulators we have in town. I don't know. But the moral of the story is the number of years you've been playing golf is different than how long you've been like actively trying to get good at golf. I have been playing golf since I was about 20 years old, so we're talking well over 2 decades. But I never ever until last year took a lesson, cared about anything that was going on with my clubs, the lie, the loft, the shaft flex, nothing. It was just something I went out and did with my friends. I had a cheap set of golf clubs. It was just something I went out and did recreationally with my buddies. So I'd say, yes, I've been playing golf for like 24 years, but I only recently started to get good, trying to get good at golf last year around this time. That being, today is Monday the 25th of August, 2025. And I know I already said the moral of the story, but here's the moral of the story. Years spent playing golf is different than years like actively trying to get good at golf. It's a tough hobby. It's not like, I don't know, downtown men's 30 and over softball, where if you can field a little bit and maybe still run because your knees work and you can hit a ball sometimes, you can be pretty good at that pretty quickly. Golf's not like that. You can't just say, I've been playing for 20 years, I should be a +6 handicap. It's not like that. It's time spent diligently trying to perfect your game, which is kind of what I try to do in here. Sometimes it's recreational, sometimes it's me trying to figure something out that's going on with my swing. But don't equate how many years of golf you've been playing to how good you should be. They're not proportionately, they don't flow along the same timeline on a graph. Now, if you go and you say, I've been seeing the same swing coach for a year, and I've been hitting 1,000 balls a week or whatever, and I'm not getting any better, then yeah, it might be time to maybe get a new swing coach, or maybe take some video from the back and video from the front and send it into one of those supposed pros that's waiting to evaluate your video. I don't know. But that was my thought of the day. Here's another thought of the day. You guys, I know these videos are long. I appreciate that you're here, but you do not need to stay for the whole video. Go to the scorecard at the end of the video. I usually keep it up for a minute or two. See if there's any holes that tickle your fancy or pique your interest. Go back to those holes and watch me play through them. I understand that not everybody has 40 minutes or an hour to dedicate to watching a boring ass sim golf video. And my videos outside of the, you know, the different ones, like the ones I play outside, or the one where I pretended to be two people playing a scramble together, they're mostly the same. Golf courses look mostly the same, etc., so forth and so on. Okay? So don't feel like you need to stay. I'm glad you're here, but just go check out the highlights and then scooch on out of here. Guys, we're going to be using the Square Golf launch monitor today. It took me a minute to set up. There's certainly some nuance to it. My camera, I didn't know, is following me around, which is super weird because I didn't know it could do that. That was not even listed as an option, a thing that it would do. So now I'm kind of weirded out because it's been doing that since I started the video. I may try to fix that. It's auto-focusing. It's auto-focusing. It knows to follow my ugly mug. I don't understand what it's doing. It's never done this before. In fact, I'm interested to know how long it has been doing this. Super weird. Okay, I might fix that before we start the video, but in the meantime, let's get into it. I'm glad that this camera can do that thing. That's pretty dope. But since I'm wearing my Hosel Rocket Golf t-shirt, we're going to play Hosel Rocket's event, which should be down right here. It's called Practice Under Pressure. That doesn't sound very fun at all, and the course is 3 Jack National. Let's play the round. Looks like we're playing 8-foot gimme auto putt circles, red tees, which are 6,461 yards total course length. Pins are Thursday. We got green firmness of soft, just like I like it. Stimp of 11, just like I like it. Fairway firmness is links, so your ball's going to get some rollout. Wind is calm, and the tournament's at 1,000 feet above sea level. I now need to find out how to deactivate this camera from following me around, even though I really do appreciate it. I don't know how much I like it. So if I move over here to take a shot, it's just going to see like my upper body, right? Okay. Yeah, I don't know how much I care for that. I didn't know it did this. So I'm going to pause you guys, but we're using the Square. We're playing Hosel Rockets League. I'm going to load it up and figure out why this camera is following me around. Cool option, but it's not applicable to what I am doing right this second. So we'll see in however long this takes. All right, guys. I did a bunch of Googling and all of that bull crap you do when you're trying to figure something out. It's just gonna have to be like this for the rest of the video. I don't see any immediate way to fix it without installing the software for the camera, and I don't really feel like doing that. I bought it because it was quote unquote plug and play. Anyway, guys, it's been a hell of a Monday. I was pretty stinking tired at work all day. We'll see what happens during this round, but now that we've got it loaded up, it looks like I am playing directly next to a highway, and there's looks like a junkyard or a salvage yard or something next to me. I can't tell, but there's trash all over. The tee box markers are bush cans, and then there's some traffic having a lot of trouble on this road everywhere. It's stopping a lot and disappearing randomly a lot. So there you have it on that. Let's tee off and hope we don't have any more technical difficulties. I was talking to Flying Fat Kid when we were playing our scramble, and he said that he had no idea that being a YouTube sim golfer meant that he would have to be a tech expert and an IT expert. And I was like, dude, I feel you 100% on that. It's actually kind of humorous. Okay, so we're literally playing golf in a Trashapalooza. Let's go ahead and speed this up because I'm guessing that ball's going nowhere good. It was a good drive, but it came back. This is a super noisy course. We'll see maybe as we get into, maybe there's an inside part of the course where the noise is reduced. But we're hitting off a pretty crummy lie, 100 yards plus 8. Ball's gonna wanna come right off of the club face, so let's give ourselves a bit of a fighting chance here. Okay, we're not gonna get anything done like that. I shouldn't be playing right now. I played way too much yesterday. Kind of overdid it, but deep rough. Let's just get over. So I don't know if when you hit some trash on this course, if it careens off or not. That's actually going to be interesting to see how the putting works here. It's perfectly flat though, 54 footer perfectly flat. Maybe it'll bounce off this can. No, it's just the bush cans everywhere are just for show, thankfully. Otherwise you'd be kind of playing putt-putt. $179 uphill. Got a lot of stuff going on here. We got a camera looking at the goods here. Not a bad shot. This thing starts to bend right toward the hole. 36 footer. That was way off. I should have just hit that straight. HLA was, I mean, it wasn't great. Guys, if I had to guess, putting is going to be the bane of me for this entire round, because I'm not used to putting with the square. Plain and simple. I'm not going to relearn how to putt in a single round. Okay, let's see if it counted that as a stroke. It did not. Sometimes your waggle can get you in trouble in the simulator. The green actually looks like carpet. And I don't know what would happen if you landed next to those fences. The green looks like old carpet. This course is unique. I don't play stuff like this very often. We got 29 feet here. Oh man, I forgot. Sheet. I forgot how hot the square launch monitor's putting is. Yeah, this is gonna kick our butts the whole round. Let's just try to enjoy the scenery here. What do we got here? Holy crap, that's a long hole. I have a camera right next to the lanyards for my golf balls here. I am losing my mind slowly but surely here. I just teed up for driver off of that iron tee. Maybe we ought to check where we're landing. I actually don't know what that is. Is that concrete? Is this hole so long because you can roll on the concrete? Let's find out together. Well, we probably won't find out now. Good swing though. Let's hope it's inbounds. Let's hope those things don't have colliders, or we're going to be doing some flop practice here. No, no colliders. 1,000 yards, dude. I love it. Okay, deep rough. Maybe an 8-iron is about the lowest I would ever hit out of deep rough. So let's see if we can get it to bounce along the concrete. Okay, luckily it is concrete, but it is not as rolly as I thought. I would imagine if you were able to get your driver to hit onto it, it would have probably gone quite far. This is a par 5, so I have a very, very much lot of work to do here. wanted to do. Got a good bounce though. "45 yards out of the deep." This green looks nasty. Let's see here. So 24 uphill is going to be 30. The putting is so slippery. Please don't do that. It knows we're putting, right? Oh, come on. Oh, a double. Yeah, I'm not breaking any records here. 154. Guys, that's the crux of trying to keep the material semi-fresh, is that I want to use the square launch monitor because I paid good money for it, but if you get used to your daily driver launch monitor, and then you pop another one into the CD player to play a different type of round, you're probably going to be relearning how to putt or relearning how to something. 14, 16, 10. I know I don't need to touch this hardly. Like, it's going to go. We'll just have to play good golf, and we'll need to try to get pars because I love that. Tecate is delicious beer. 546 par 4. I don't actually know what direction to hit the ball. Where's the marker for the... Oh, it's there. Guys, I don't know what's going on here. It says it's a 545 yard par 4. I guess we'll find out together. Which, this would be fine if there were mulligans, but right now I'm just kind of living on a prayer, Bon Jovi style. Dude, come on, let go. Oh, shiza. $260, $250. Let's see what happens. What the hell? I don't know what that hit off of, but it went an awful long way. 110. It felt like it hit off of concrete. We're going uphill 110. That sucks. Trying to work some stuff out of my swing, and it's causing me to top a lot of balls. Everything just feels like it's going a little too far. I wish there was some sort of adjustment slider for this launch monitor. Fix the putting in GSPro first, then we'll worry about other stuff. 61. This is an impossible putt on the square because I don't know how far to hit it. Not that far. Yeah, guys, I would expect us to be, if we keep putting like this, somewhere in like high 80s, low 90s. It didn't even pick that up. Maybe I didn't let it sit in the area long enough. Okay, we're 6 holes in and the square has already locked up or is doing something. Let me reset it. This launch monitor is a little finicky for me. We'll see if it reconnects. If not, I'll pause you guys and switch over to the ProTee VX and resume the round. It's already quite late in the afternoon. I got home and took an old man nap. Okay, we got some blinking going on. The connector shows green and green. I have made it so the center of my mat is the center of its pickup area and it's not picking anything up. This video has been a roller coaster of emotions with the tech today. So the square launch monitor seems to have shit its pants and run to its bedroom. It's probably hiding under the bed. Let's shut her down and I'll pause you guys. And it did install a new Square software version and did a firmware update, but I don't see why that would be an issue. It was working fine until like 30 seconds ago. So let me pause you guys and get the ProTee hooked back up. This might be the nail in the coffin for the Square launch monitor. I'm pretty tired of this because I think the last video I did with it, it did the same thing and I had to switch over back to the ProTee. I don't know. Look for the Square launch monitor on eBay or the Facebook marketplace here in not very long. That's kind of how I feel about it at this point. See you in a minute. All right, guys, we're back. I still didn't figure out this camera that's following me around, but that's okay. It makes me feel like I have a camera crew of my own following me around. Is there some sort of button on here I pushed or something? It doesn't have any buttons. It literally has a USB-C port and an LED and a lens. Anyhow, let's go back into sim golf tournaments and resume. Resume, I hope. Resume. Resume, right? Let's hope it resumes us. Or, god damn, this video is going to be longer than all hell. Oh, that Square launch monitor, man. I don't know what the hell is wrong with that thing. Like, it just stops doing anything. I've heard Joe Legowski talk about if you have connection problems with your square. Dude, it's starting us back at the beginning. Oh God, let's play some speed golf here. Geez, that square, you owe me a salary, whatever my salary would be for freaking 45 minutes of my life I'll never get back. You turd. Now I reset the connector on the ProTee, so if it doesn't work, it gets at least one get out of jail free card. Okay, there it is, tried and true. That's my fault on the driver. I'm trying some different stuff here. $110 up. Guys, usually in GSPro it'll resume your round. I'm basically getting 5 holes worth of mulligans here, and that's kind of lame. And I'm not going to edit the video because this is already pretty time consuming. 29 feet, I got to remember how to putt again. A birdie. That's really weird. Okay, at least we know what we're doing here. I remember some of these holes that were a little off kilter. I remember what to do. Let's play some speed golf. Let's play some speed golf. My God, look at this. Let's just aim up here. 56. It was a valiant effort, but we did get that birdie on the last hole. What the hell just happened? Oh man, I need to turn those gimme circles back on. Uh-oh. Oh, that was dope. Luckily, those fences don't have colliders. Kind of getting a second chance at life here. The bag wants to tip over. 30 feet to the pin. I can't see jack. Let's hit 30 feet. Guys, that's the first time I've ever played a round where it didn't resume you. It made you start over. 285. I don't hit 285. Some of you other mother lovers do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was a good drive too, dude. That was a good drive. Let's see where we're at when the dust settles and see what we got. Uh-oh. I'm going to always play it as it lies because, no. So we have 400 yards to go. Let's see if I can get enough loft. Let's use a 7 wood. If I can get enough loft to get up that hill. What are we hitting out of now? Let's hit an 8-iron. Can't get out of that with a wood. What's next? What's next, folks? 134 to the pin. Ball's gonna want to go left, but the wind's blowing right. Oh boy, this dramatically shortened my night. Little toey shot. Should be on the green. If we could have got a little bounce right there, that'd have been sweet. Still hitting some toey shots, not the other word. 53 plus 21, 70 something. Okay, if we hadn't hit into the canal or whatever that was, that'd have been a little bit better. 154 is a 7-iron typically. If we were on firm greens, I would have been in a lot of trouble on that shot. 38, 30 feet here I need to hit. Parski. Okay, it wasn't one of these really weird, like you didn't even really know where to hit the ball. Yep, that's this one. We're slowly getting caught up to where we were before and with quite a bit better score. It's kind of like the second time you play through a video game. It's a little more familiar. So is this going to hit like concrete? Yes. That carried 216 and went 280, so pretty kind of nice there. Let's hit a pitching wedge, a wedge of pitching. Little toey shot. Maybe we'll be near the pin. These muscle backs are pretty forgiving when it comes to shots like that. 38 feet. That was not hit hard enough considering the circumstances. And as I say that, it rolls right into that bush can. I've never been a big bush drinker. I think we would get it when there was nothing else left on the rack at the gas station, but that's about it. Oh, don't land in that crap. Bounce out. Bounce out. That's some pretty hungry rough there. I don't know how much I agree with that. Also, that was another over-the-top swing. What are you doing, dude? Get your life together. those signs say? What do the signs say? Caution something. Holy crap, am I on the green? Dude, I'm on the green. There's only one way to do this, guys. I don't want to chip the ball. I'm going to use this hill as a ramp. I believe this is the only proper way to do this, guys. Ready? Boom! Oh, that didn't work at all. That ball did not. Oh, dude. I want a mulligan. Ah, that sucks. 32 down. Watch this. Man, I was hoping that ball would do a jump over that grass like a BMX bike. That sucks, dude. Because now we're putting for bogey 24. Hosel, I appreciate you doing enough research to know what my hometown looks like and putting this course together for us this week. You don't know how much it means to me, brother. Like, how did you know? You're a good dude. I don't care what anybody says about you. I'm just kidding. The sim golf community is pretty tame. It's certainly not like the secret lives of Mormon housewives up in this BIA. An 800 yard. Okay. I'm guessing it's because it's going to hit and land like concrete. Or is it like a par 7? No, it's a par 5. I'm guessing this is going to act like concrete. That's kind of not the way I want to go, though. Yeah, it's acting like concrete. It should stop, though. And then what do you DOD here? I can't DOD. This is kind of wacky. It's almost like it's not a finished course. We really couldn't have got a kind of a crummier outcome there, because that gives us 400 to the pin. That gives us 237 to the pin. Let me see if I can land one close and get it to stop. There's a little bit more strategy involved here, I will say that. Bad contact. That is not going to hit. That's just going to stick. And if you guys don't get onto the concrete part and roll out, you are going to have a real long hole. Like, we're still 300 out, and I got to hit an 8-iron to get out of here. What can I get out of here with an 8-iron? 200. Here, let's just get out. It was just a bad spot to land. Was it toey again? No, it wasn't. Just came in with an open club face. Come back here. All right, where are we at now? Still 300 from the pin. Ooh. 346. Guys, this hole is gnarly. Like, if you don't get it right, you're dead in the water. 5-iron. How close are we now? Like that's 9 holes worth of shots on some courses. We're still 250 out. Let's just do the smart thing and lay up. Lay up. I've laid up like 4 times already. Oh man, we are just going right from the frying pan to the fire here. 170? Woo! Can I just opt out of this hole? This thing is bad. Is that toey again? Okay. Dude, I can't. Are we near the pin yet? This video's already been 45 minutes long, dude. Oh, god dang square launch monitor. Okay, we're finally to where we can putt. I think we're 8 strokes in. Let's just get out of here, 30 feet. That's probably gonna make us putt again. Let's get out of this hole. Yep. Ooh, did you see that thing bend? That's gonna be pretty gnarly. That's a 10 on a 5, dude. That's a sextuple bogey. This round was fun for a while, but I think the course novelty is worn off. Let's finish up the round here as quickly as possible. It's a cool little novelty course, but it's kind of like playing a video game. Let's chip here. I don't know what club up is. Club up, club down. Well, K is at least one of them. Lob wedge. 75 feet. Oh my God, dude. Little Hosel rocket. It's fitting because we're playing Hosel Rockets League. This is why I don't keep score, guys. My golf game is so erratic. Where's the hole? Okay, I see it. It's through that tuft of grass. Let's get out of here. Par. We would have to make a lot of birdies to even catch up on that one hole. That's why golf's so hard, guys. You've got to work double time to fix a mistake. And I'm not telling you anything you don't know. This course relies too much on you hitting the fairway and rolling. Okay, let's get out of here. See, that fairway was normal. That fairway wasn't concrete. This is one of those courses where if you were allowed to play it over and over and over again and you could game the system, you could probably score pretty low. But if you only get one shot at it, it's not, I wouldn't say it's not super fun because there's too much nuance to it. If you're watching this video before you do Hosel's event, do yourself a favor and go game the system. Play this course a few times first Find out what you want to do and then go in and play the event. This is nothing that I would ever play like cold out of the blue. Just stop, just stop, just stop. 11 stimp soft greens, 11 stimp soft greens. I do love soft greens though. I'm a lover of the soft greens. Okay, that was a double bogey. Let's finish out the round here. 254. And then I think if you hit far enough, you can use that concrete to roll through to the pin. So maybe game that. Yeah, this ain't a course you would want to play one time out of the blue. Just know that. Okay, we're being funneled, we're being funneled. I can hear a weird sound. That wasn't a bad shot. Can't really take your drives here seriously because there's so much weird stuff going on. 48 yards. I think I got more turf there than ball, which is normal. Simmer down, simmer down. Oh, GSPro giveth and GSPro taketh away. GSPro rarely giveth though. We wouldn't be doing too bad score-wise if it wasn't for the one hole. And I am doing my normal unable to strike a golf ball bull crap. Oh, another toey trashy shot. I was watching a video today, and I normally don't watch swing videos on YouTube, but it was saying that if you're hitting a lot of stuff off the toe, it's because let's see, what did it say? It said it's because you're coming too over the top with your shot, which that wasn't over the top, but you're hacking down at it and you're actually presenting the toe of your club to the ball first, making it pretty difficult to not hit the toe. I don't see evidence of that in the replay. That's a pretty solid shot if I'm being honest, just way too close to the toe. Okay, we got a par there. Let's see if we can at least, we got a lot of golf to play and I'm still not I'm still not liking the fact that this bag just does not want to be anywhere but where it is. Does that make sense? That doesn't make very much sense. But I can see it wants to tip over. You notice I say the same crap in every video? I think my bag wants to tip over, and then I don't do anything about it. Another hole where, I don't know. It's a fun enough course, but like, where are we trying to go? Okay, that did not hit like concrete. That hit like regular turf. 255, 213 still to the pin. Pin's right on the edge of the green on the right there. Ah, son of a biscuit. "28 yards out of the deep. More turf than ball. It's a little warm in here. I'm gonna have to wash my Hosel Rocket Golf t-shirt because it's gonna be soaked in hog's wallop. 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, come on. I was gonna say, let's go GSPro. Give your boy a break. I already went 5 over on a single hole. 5 over on a par 5 even. 168 down 10. It's going to play 158. See, I was consciously trying. I had that ball lined up pretty close to the hosel, and it's still presented. That's kind of weird. My boss is texting me. Okay. It's nothing important. Ooh, buddy, can I get that one back? Can I get that one back? That was just poor distance control, like bad. For birdie, 35 feet. Parski. We're on hole 15, which is another long one. Is this a natural 572, or do I got to roll the ball across something? Let's see if we can hit a ball correctly. A little high, but damn good ball. Oh, it bounced like it was concrete. So I don't know what to make of it. .207 to the pin. What is between us and the pin here? Oh, so it's not just a go for the damn green. I'm gonna go for the damn green though. On and two, but we've got a lot of work to do. Maybe we can get up there. This is an eagle putt. The ball's gonna wanna go left up there. 76, but down. So maybe 50 something. And I honestly don't even know where the cup is. There it is. Is that a birdie, or are we gonna have to putt for birdie? No, we got her. I like that a lot. 437. It's tough to know whether this is a concrete fairway or not. And it doesn't matter because we're not going to be on it. Is that, I don't know if there's OB here. Oh shoot. Let's see if this stuff has colliders, or I can just hit over it like a normal person. Let's zoom out. The map does not want you to know where you are. I will give it that. No, we need a high lofted club. This is a stupid shot. Oh, dude, I am way late for dinner. Mama gonna kill me. She gonna kill me. Ball left. That ain't a bad shot. But it took us a while to get here, so this would only be a par putt. 14 footer. No such luck, and I believe we will be putting again. Nope, it let us out with a bogey. Okay, a couple more holes. Fun little novelty course. Let's see what we're doing here. 220 something if you dare. I dare, because I don't care. 5 wood, up to no good. Is it concrete or regular? Regular. .59 yards, but it's down 3. It's going to play about 56, but we're into the wind. Another toey shot, which will get nowhere near the pin. Man, everything's toey. I want to take a lesson, but I don't even know if my golf coach from last year is still a golf coach. Just a lot of my shots are toey. There's an occasional Hosel rocket. We have some rounds where things go quite well. 59-yard shot. That ain't bad. Right off the center of the face, too. Braking left or right. Braking bad makes no difference. We'll get it as close as we can here. All right, birdied the last couple of holes. Video's only 104 though, $104. Okay guys, there's the scorecard. I'm not very concerned with score right now, if I'm being honest with you. I would say the majority of my shots on this round were, they didn't feel very good. I didn't feel like I had solid contact, stuff like that. Let's check out the stats screen and then see if I'm too late for dinner. I would take the stats here with a grain of salt. This is a course that you would probably want to play a couple times before you played for your official score. 12 greens, 5 fairways, all kinds of fun stuff, 37 putts, 150 ball speed, 278. Let's get back out to the GSPro splash screen and I will wrap the video up. Guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Whether you found the holes you wanted to watch and watched those, or you stayed for the whole thing and Saw the debacle with the square launch monitor. I think it's batting 1,000 for freezing up during rounds. And I'm not willing to invest the time, money, or resources to figure out how to make it stop doing that, because I already have the ProTee VX up here, which rarely, if ever, lets me down. I'm gonna start looking to get rid of the square launch monitor. So if you are interested in it, hit me up in the chat. Not the chat, but the comments below, which are public, which kind of is a turnoff for some people. Or hit me up on the Discord. I'll have Discord open. I usually don't. After that, it's probably going to go maybe tomorrow or the next day. If I don't get any play on it, I'm probably going to put it on the Facebook Marketplace, because Utah's a really big golf state, especially up north here, and I don't think it'll take very long for it to go. I just need a more reliable launch monitor, and I'm tired of switching the connector and doing all of that bull crap, realigning it. It's a good launch monitor for the price bracket it's in. Please do not get me wrong. Once you get used to the slippery putting, the thing is a gem. Hopefully they release some sort of way to adjust that. But right now, to change the slippery putting on the ProTee VX, you have to go into the ProTee's lab software, which you can see on the screen there on the center left, and adjust the ratio of what it poops out into GSPro. The fact that the square launch monitor doesn't have its own software running in the background means that that data would have to be somehow flashed to the square launch monitor's like onboard memory, if that's even possible. And I don't know if that's anything they're ever going to do. Some of the other guys that say they use the square launch monitor, they say that the putting is on point and it's not slippery to them. I play a lot of golf on the outside course, and I will tell you the square golf launch monitor's putting is slippery. Especially on those long putts where you find yourself 40, 50, 60 feet away in GSPro. It's just super slippery. But yeah, guys, that's all I got. The video ran a little long because of technical difficulties. I think that started happening on the 6th hole, so if you want to go back and see that part of the video, go back to the first time I showed the 6th hole, not the second time, and check that out. But that's all I got. You guys, we will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your work week, and we'll see you later.